So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix your credit with updated tips and tricks and updated methods for 2024. Making this video is July 8th, and I promise you, if you watch this video from the beginning to the end, you are going to have all of the confidence, all of the tools, all of the knowledge to write your first dispute round 1 letters and go to the post office and start your credit repair journey, because it's 2024, baby. You are going to get the house, you are going to get your cars, you're going to get the credit cards that you want to travel, or whatever your credit problem is, you're going to fix it by using these tactics. Now, if you guys have seen my previous video, I will not be using Identity IQ in this video. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use it or you can't use it, because it's still a valuable, great third-party company to put your credit report. And if you watch this one and you feel comfortable with Identity IQ, just apply the same process, but I'm using a different software. I don't know why I never used this software. I've known about it for years. I personally have used this, but I've never used this software for credit repair, and it is the holy grail when it comes to credit repair and credit reports and credit scores. For my guys watching out there, your credit score and your credit report on this software, it is the Lamborghini, it is the Ferrari of credit scores and credit reports. And for my ladies that are watching this video, the best thing I can, the way I can, this is the Louis Vuitton of purses, but in credit reports and credit scores. So for my guys, it's the Ferraris, the Lamborghinis. For my women, it's the Hermes or the Louis Vuitton. This is the holy grail. This is the best credit scores and credit reports, the most updated. This is the one from the horse's mouth. This software, like I said, it's been out for so many years. It's just, you know that saying, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. I was very comfortable using Identity IQ software to fix credit, and then I slowly started transitioning to this website, and I'm never going back. But I will make a video for those who are interested in still or feel more comfortable with Identity IQ. Put in the comments Identity IQ, and then if I see a few of you guys interested, I will make it in an Identity IQ version. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. I do want to let you guys know that I am going to be writing down a step-by-step PDF on exactly what I'm doing, and then once it's fully done, you're going to have a free downloadable link. It's going to be down in the description below, absolutely for free, so feel free to go ahead and click on it. That way, when you start your credit repair process and you start doing your dispute letters, you can follow this PDF, line by line, so you don't get lost. You have to go back and forth to watch the video. So the website that I use now is called myfico.com. It is the holy grail. Make sure you create an account. It is a little bit more pricier than Identity IQ, so that is a con. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. None of my links are affiliate links, so whether you use them or not, I don't care, honestly. So the one that I'm going to be choosing is $39.95 a month. That's the one that I have for in the making of fixing this individual's credit. I already told her she's gonna have to be paying this $40 a month for maybe it really depends. I don't want to discourage people and say that credit repair cannot be done in 3 months, because it can't be done. I've done it, I've seen it be done, but realistically, those are very limited. They're I don't want to say 1 in a million, but they're rare. If you are going to do your credit repair process, or even a credit repair company, you need to go into them. You need to go into it with the mindset that it is a long-term process. It can take anywhere from 4, 6, 9 to 12 months. It just really depends, and also it really depends if you need to build your credit profile as well. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, credit repair is a 2-step process. If you guys are not familiar with that, I'm going to be making, I think I already have a video on it, but if I don't, I'll make another video explaining to you guys what the 2-part process means, because it's not just, credit repair is not just about deleting all the negative accounts and then you're going to have good credit. On the contrary, if you delete all of the negative accounts on your credit report and all you have on your credit report is negative accounts, your score is actually going to be lower than what it started with. Okay, so again, that's going to be another day. That's going to be for another video. I don't want to confuse you guys. I'm just going to log in, and we're going to start the credit repair process. Again, we're going to start everything from the beginning to the end. We are going to be doing everything from pulling your credit report, pulling your FICO score, from analyzing your credit report, from creating the dispute letters, to creating, from writing the customized dispute letters so you can go and dispute these accounts with the credit bureaus, and how to analyze a thorough, most accurate, the holy grail credit report. So First things first, you sign in. This is going to be your dashboard. These are 100% your real. I'm not talking about Experian.com. I'm not talking about Credit Karma. I'm not talking about Credit Sesame. I'm not talking about Identity IQ scores. I'm not talking about that credit scores you see when you go to your Chase Bank and it says free credit score, because that's even a fake credit score. Your Bank of America mobile app, all of those are fake credit scores. The only one that is the real one is this one, MyFICO. From MyFICO.com, it is the number one. From number two, we will move in from Experian.com, and after that, I wouldn't trust any other score out there on the planet. So, without further ado, let's get straight to it. Let's start fixing this girl's credit, and you're gonna watch me do this step by step here live on this YouTube video or course or live masterclass, whatever you want to call it. We are going to do this live. We're going to be fixing her credit from the beginning to the end, and we're going to be sending off our first round of dispute letters. So again, I already signed in. You're going to have to go to reports. If you're not familiar with the website, once you create an account, you can create an account and get a free credit report. So even if you don't plan on spending the $30 or the $39.95 monthly subscription, you still make an account. Look at your actual FICO score. It's going to give you one free score, and I believe that's going to be Equifax, but I'm not 100% sure because I do know that it changes depending on the state you live in. So we're going to click reports. You guys can see today is July 8th. So my next available credit score is going to be July 9th because I pulled the credit report today. We're going to click on this. The first thing that you want to do, again, let me update our PDF version because we're going to do everything step by step. So we're going to go step 1. Alright, so we're going to click on the 3 bureau report. B stands for bureau, okay? Click on it, and then we're going to analyze it and break down this credit report and find out what is hurting your credit score, what are the negative accounts, what are the collection accounts, what are the negative charge-offs, like everything that is bad. We are going to be able to dissect this credit report. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do, obviously, MyFICO has broken it down super amazing to me personally, but again, what works for me might not work for you. So if you're comfortable using Identity IQ, please let me know down in the comments down below. Just write Identity IQ, and I will, if I see a few of you guys wanting me to make an Identity IQ version, I will make it. If I see that a couple of you guys, I put that in the comments. So first things first, you want to find out if you have any collection accounts. Again, you don't need to be a credit repair expert or a credit expert or have all of this crazy knowledge, because this software breaks it down super easy. It tells you collection accounts, and right off the bat you can tell that you only have one collection account. So we're going to click on it, and then boom, it's going to show you your collection account. If you had like 3 or 4, it would just, you would scroll down and you would see more. Now, I am also going to be in the link in the description below. I'm also going to be giving you guys free a credit dashboards. You're going to have this one and this one, so you guys can are able to, again, do this step by step and also be organized. The reason that a lot of people get frustrated is because they're not organized and everything's just a little bit out of the mess. But I have created this this template that I use that you guys can have 100% for free. It's going to be down in the description below. So what we're going to do is that we're just going to start making a list of all of the negative accounts in order and by category. So we have one collection account, which is Charter Communications. So what you're going to do is that you're going to copy and paste. Copy it, and you're going to see, okay, it's not an Experian, it's only on TransUnion and Equifax. So we're not going to dispute this account to Experian, because it's like saying, hey Experian, I have a collection account, but you don't report it, but I'm letting you know. Like, you don't want to do that. So you just want to dispute the negative accounts with the correct credit bureau. So it's going to be on Equifax, bam, and then, okay, it doesn't tell me the open date of last activity, but we're going to find that out in a section tab. I just like to get the collections like right off the bat. If you had a bankruptcy or a tax lien or any public record information, it would be here, but she does not have anything. She does have inquiries, which is not a big deal. We're going to go to items to review on the tab, and items to review are always going to be negative accounts. It's not going to be good accounts. So you're going to click on it, and it's going to tell you the negative accounts. Now, if you guys can see here, it's telling you all of the negative accounts and in which credit bureau. So it simplifies it even better, in my opinion, so you don't have to figure out, okay, what negative account is this reporting to which credit bureau. So she has an Apple credit card, and it's being negatively reported to Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. It's not a collection account, so when it's a negative account, it's either a negative closed account or a charge-off account. So we're gonna click on it, and it's gonna give us more information. So okay, so it's gonna tell us it was last updated. Okay, what I want is more details. Don't worry about 2-year payment history or older derogatory events. You want to click more details, because this is how you'll be able to look at inaccurate information. Click more details. Now boom, it's gonna tell you the close date. This is already inaccurate information. Like this is not accurate. So, but again, these are not the main hard hitter ones. Like you want to look for your open date. You want to find discrepancies. Surprisingly, their open date is accurate. I guess she opened it in August of 2019. Last payment activity. This is the one that you need to keep an eye on. Last activity is the one that you want to look for, because of this can violate your statute of limitation, because it's re-aging the account. Was the last activity on June of 2023, or was it in January 2024? You cannot have different ones. There's only one truth. Which one is it? Is it this one? This is inaccurate information, and now you have legal grounds to legally dispute this account. And if it's not, if they can't verify or accurately report it, like accurately, then they have to remove, per the FCRA, they have to remove this account. They're not going to budge on the first time. They might not budge on the third time. But if you stay persistent and continue with your dispute letters and you have everything organized, you will win and get this account this negative account removed off your credit report. Again, it does not matter whether you defaulted, whether you just stopped paying it. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, according to the FCRA, if they're going to report information in your credit report, it has to be 100% verifiable. It has to be 100% accurate. This is not accurate information, so it gives you legal grounds, regardless of what your financial situation was with this company. They have an obligation to report 100% accurate information. This is not accurate information, so this gives you and her grounds for me to dispute this account and get it deleted. So we're gonna highlight this. I'm gonna go copy, and then it's on Equifax and TransUnion. So again, we're just making a list and having everything organized. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too much, so let me just copy this. Last activity was June 2023. Last activity was 1/2024. This is inaccurate information, guys. And Experian, no data is inaccurate information, because again, it needs to be 100% verifiable. This is information according to the eOscar system that they should have. And again, I'm gonna touch base very extensive, like expertise level, on what eOscar is. And I'm not talking about, what everyone else is saying. I'm gonna go very in depth on what eOscar is and how you can use it to your benefit to get these accounts deleted. So yeah, these dashes, again, a lot of people don't think much of it, and it's not a big deal. But again, all of these columns are there for a specific reason, and these are all of the information that a creditor must have to give to the credit bureaus, so then they can report the information. This is not acceptable, guys. So okay, we're gonna go back to now account number. What is this? Account numbers. An X can mean variations of numbers, so that's not okay. So we don't really need to paste this. I'm not. So when you want to dispute an account, one of the main ones that you have to look for is open date and last activity. Last activity is the one that's going to give you the most ammunition, because there could only be one date of last activity, your DOLA date. Again, they are re-aging this account, which is against the law, and they're extending the statute of limitations. Again, that is to your benefit, believe it or not. Let's see what else we can dissect. Nope. What I look for when I'm going to be disputing or trying to delete an account off somebody's credit report is I'm going to look at the open date, because those are the most important ones, and last activity, also known as DOLA date, date of last activity. You might hear me say DOLA date, that's what I mean, date of last activity, but here they only have it as last activity. But again, I've been in the credit space for so long that I know that this is the DOLA date, date of last activity. This is one of the most important dates that you need to look for, because an incorrect, inconsistent, it already gives you grounds to delete the negative account off the credit report. And also, they are re-aging the statute of limitations. So like, this is not okay. You need to dispute this, because they either need to update it or delete this account if they don't have, well, again, accurate information or verifiable information. So we're just gonna put collection, charter date, and last activity and last activity. Okay, so we can move on. We're gonna click this little arrow, and now we're gonna click on this until it highlights blue, and then we can go to the next account. So the next negative account is a Schools First federal account. We're gonna check that it was last updated. It's charged off as bad debt. It's not again, we know right off the bat that it's not a collection account. We can disregard this, disregard that. Don't waste your time unless you want to look at it. I mean, you can, but it's just there's no point. Go to more details, and it's gonna tell you your close date. Okay. Again, these dashes are not okay. There should be information there, because you as a consumer, or them as a creditor, if they're going to report information to the credit bureaus, they need to have this information. It's not optional. According to eOscar, it's not. So what you're going to do now, again, we're going to go highlight Schools First, copy it. What I want you to look at is, okay, which credit bureau is it reporting to? It's reporting to Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So now we're going to have to, paste this in your list. You're going to have to put Schools First on all 3 credit bureaus. Perfect. So now what you want to look at is a close date. Okay, there's no close date here, but they have one for TransUnion. Open date was November of 2018. There's no inconsistencies or inaccurate information on these dates, so everything's adding up. But look at this, guys. Again, the DOLA date of last activity, March of 2022 or September 2022. And again, this one doesn't even have the data. Again, there could only be one correct date. It's like being born, okay? When were you born? It can't be one day and then you're born another day. It's just the same thing when, like, this is how you should look at the credit bureaus. Like, this is inaccurate, unverifiable information. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste this. Okay, Equifax is the one reporting on April of 2022. So we're going to go to Equifax. You're going to click here. Just put DOLA date. That way you know. And then here, you're going to copy and it's going to be September 22. Again, when you want to write your dispute letters, oh man, my bad. When you want to write your dispute letters, you want to make them very unique, customizable. You don't want to like be every generic template that you see on TikTok like that. No. Okay, what else can we look at? Okay, account number. Okay, see, look at this one. If you guys look at account number, what are we looking at? Okay, I'm going to give you guys a second to look at it. It is incorrect account numbers. How could, like, which one is it? Does this mean that Equifax has it right and TransUnion has it right and Experian has it wrong? Or does it mean that Experian is the only one that has it correct and these two are incorrect? Or because there's inaccurate discrepancies across all 3, are you even sure that these are the account numbers? So that's what you're going to dispute when you're writing your letters. Now you're going to dispute the close date, you're going to dispute the last activity date, and you're going to dispute the account number. I'm telling you guys will get these accounts deleted if you guys do it the correct way and you have your paper trail, you have everything organized, because you'll be able to fight these. And if you needed to, which I don't think it's going to get to that point, but if you needed to, you can actually go with the lawyer, have everything organized, and boom. Not only are you going to get these accounts deleted, you're going to get paid money. So just copy and paste, and again, it's very tedious, and I will speed up the video so you guys don't have to watch this boring stuff. Now, we're going to go back to the next account. Again, you guys can close this off. The way to close this is just click on this. Loan Care, and that's a mortgage. We're gonna, let me see what she has. Okay, so let's go to more details. Open date, it's what I'm gonna look at. Last activity, makes no sense. There should be all accurate information, like it shouldn't be behind. Okay, account numbers is incorrect, but again, I'm not, because let's see, let me see what this, it's still open, so it's not closed, because it's saying, the reason I know it's not closed is because it's saying pays account as agreed, paid or paying as agreed. So this is an open good account by the looks of it. What's wrong with it? Okay, we're gonna go to more, this is more details. Consumer. Oh, so just FYI guys, she had already gone to a credit repair company. I think it was Lexington, and they didn't do anything for her, so that's why she came to me. What's going on here? Oh, okay, so this account, she has late payments. Okay, so she's been good, so we have to dispute these accounts. Okay, so this is not a negative account, so I'm just gonna put this on the back burner, and I'll probably make another video how to dispute these late payments. Okay, so this is a negative closed account. Okay, this is a negative charge-off account. This is a late payment, and this is a negative charge-off account, but it's closed. Well, all of them are closed. I don't understand why this one says closed. All of these should be closed. Let me go back. Yeah, charge-off is bad debt. These are closed accounts. Okay, so we're gonna go to Best Buy. We're gonna find out which credit bureau is reporting this negative account. Okay, so Equifax and Experian. So we're gonna copy and paste this. Sorry, which one did I say? Equifax and Experian. Okay, so TransUnion's not reporting it. Again, what we're doing right now is that we're analyzing our credit reports, and we're organizing it and finding out what negative accounts are to what credit bureaus. Alright guys, and I know it's, again, I sound like a broken record, but again, what we're going to do is just, again, go to more details, and then look at the close date, and look at the open date, last activity, which is called the DOLA date, and then we're just going to find inconsistencies across the board, okay? Obviously, the account number is incorrect because this one has more X's than this one, but again, DOLA date is the one that's going to be more, it's the most important one in my opinion. So what you're going to do is, on this one, I'm just gonna, there's just so much missing information. I'm just gonna put so I can try to. So what I'm doing for this, again, Discover Bank, since a lot of the fields are actually missing, I'm just going to put last activity, no data, and I'm also going to put missing information. Then we're going to move on to city credit cards. It is only reporting on Equifax, so let's go to more details. So we're going to copy and paste. So it's only on Equifax, my bad. We're just going to put missing information. And even if you have nothing to dispute, let's say the whole file is still 100% accurate, shoot your shot, dispute it. I will say that copy and pasting from Identity IQ is much easier than doing this, I'll be honest. But I've just gotten used to, like, again, to me, I just love the fact that it's your real credit score, it's your real credit report, and it's 100% accurate information. And this is the holy grail of credit reports. It's not any other cheap one that, you know, this is the main one. But I do want to let you guys know, for those who are watching this video, You could just do this one to pull your credit report and look at your credit score, and then still use Identity IQ. You know, if you're more comfortable with that. But if you want your real actual FICO score, just go to my FICO. Again, me personally, just because I'm doing it this way does not mean that Identity IQ or Smart Credit, because those, aside from my FICO, those are the only ones that I possibly would tell you to like analyze your credit reports with. So schools first. Let me see more details. What do we have here? Let me close this one. Okay, so charge off is bad debt. Same amount. It does missing info, close date. More details. So check out missing info, close dates on Experian, close date. Account number, but again, it's not a big deal because this is the one that gives me ammunition. So now we can move to the other account. So we're doing this schools first. Now we're gonna do the last schools first. Again, last updated, it's fine. This is fine. This is accurate. We're gonna go again. 2-year payment history does not really matter. Go to more details is where it breaks it down. It's telling me again. Recap. The account is schools first. It's being reported to Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian.com. Experian. Click on more details. There should be a close date. Do not let these dashes fool you, okay? I will break it down in another video on the eOscar policies and procedures so you guys can get informed with this powerful, lethal information, and it'll make sense why this is unacceptable. So it's missing close date on Experian. Basically the same thing. Okay, let me copy and paste this. It's the same thing. Again, even though it's the same company, it's a different account, so you gotta put it. So we clicked on more details. Close date info. Open date is okay. Last activity, again, incorrect. They're re-aging the statute of limitation of this account, which is against the law. So we're going to put DOLA day. DOLA date is 4/22. And go DOLA day is 10/22. No DOLA date. Unacceptable. Okay, what else? Line of credit. Again, if you guys can look at this, account number is incorrect. So like, let me give you guys a hypothetical example. Let's say that everything, like let's say this had information and this had information and everything was like on the dot, everything matched, but the account number is the only thing that doesn't match. It doesn't matter if it's even off by one number, one decimal, one period. That is inaccurate information. According to the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, anything that a creditor furnishes, which reports to the credit bureau, must be 100% accurate and verifiable. Again, missing numbers or dashes is not. So this is why it gives you leverage to dispute it. And this is a hypothetical example of, for example, let's say that all of this was, everything had the information correctly, but only this, it doesn't matter. This gives you the leg to stand on to dispute this account. So, but again, my ammunition is the DOLA date. That's what I focus on. So I already wrote that. I'm not really interested in the account number because I already have the DOLA date. But if I didn't, I would heavily focus my energy on this. So now that we have dissected this credit report, we made a list of all our collection accounts. We made a list of all of our negative accounts. Now we can finally start doing our dispute letters. And I'm just going to update this sheet that you guys are going to be able to find it down in the description below. So just give me a second to update this. Alright, so now I have updated the free PDF so you guys can follow step by step. Now that we have a list of all of our negative accounts, so we know which ones are our collection accounts and which ones are our negative close accounts, and we have everything organized to know which credit bureau we're going to be disputing this account with. Now we're going to finally go into the fun part. We're going to go and start writing our dispute letters. Now, there are different tactics on how to write your dispute letters. There is the lazy way, where I will create a video on how to do it. So like, if you don't want to do all of this or do anything that I did right now, there is a lazy way, and then there's two different ways on how to dispute an account. Again, I'm going to be doing the one that's more in depth, more detailed, but then I will make another video showing you guys the lazy way. Okay, this is just the correct, long, not hard way, it's just more tedious. Now that we have a list of all of our negative accounts, it's time to write our dispute letters. Okay, so I don't care if you made the list on Google Docs, I don't care if you made the list on Word, I don't care if you actually got a notepad and you wrote with a pencil. As long as you're organized and you know which credit account you're going to be disputing to which credit bureau. So now we can exit, because we honestly don't need this. We can exit off this screen. I'm going to put this on this side to make everything a little bit more organized. Alright, so here comes the fun part. We're going to be writing our dispute letters. So first things first, again, we already made the list. Now it's time to make this list into a nice, beautiful, customizable letter so you guys can send it to the credit bureaus. So I just like to title and be organized. So I'm just going to put round 1 dispute letters. Okay, so first things first, what we need to do, they need to I like to start off my letters by saying, again, just grab attention. Put notice of non-compliance and possible. See what I did there? Possible. I know there's violations. We saw the violations, but we're just gonna say possible violations. I like to bold it, and the way you do it is by clicking this little B. So now we're gonna put today's date. So today is Monday, July 8th, 2024. Oh my gosh. July 8th, 2024. We're gonna put from Mitch Alvarez. Actually, I should put her name. No, I'll just, and then I'm gonna put my address. So 12345 Disney Way, Anaheim, California 92801. You obviously will put your name and your address there. And we're first going to, the way I dispute collection accounts is I dispute it with the credit bureaus and with the actual collection agency company itself. So that's what this first letter is going to be, is to dispute the collection account. So if you had 3, 4, 2, or 5, or 10 collection accounts, you're actually going to have to make this letter 10 times, because you can't list all of them. But when you send it to the credit bureau, you could list all of them. So just watch the video and you'll understand what I mean. So right now, this is going to be the collection account that I'm going to be disputing for Equifax and TransUnion. So it's Charter Communications. So what I'm going to put is 2. So I just finished typing the template, and again, this is for the collection account. So again, we're going to be sending this. It's Charter's Communication, and we're going to put it right here. And again, just a recap. You're going to put your name and your address here. Let me just actually unbold it so it makes it look a little bit better. So you're going to go again, copy, and now that you have information, you're going to send this letter to Equifax. You're going to put Charter Communication, last activity, but the credit bureaus will be able to find your information based on your name and your address, and they'll find out exactly who's reporting on what account. So one huge tip: never sign on these documents. Always print, like even or with a pencil, or if you're gonna do this on the computer, always print, never sign. Okay, and bam, you have written out your first dispute letters for your collection account. Now, one thing that I want to remind you is that you have a collection account reporting to TransUnion and Equifax. So technically you have two collection accounts, but in theory it's just one account. Let me repeat that because I know that might sound like this confuses a lot of people. You technically have two collection accounts, but only one collection account. But you have two because you have one on Equifax and one in TransUnion. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. So what you're going to do, you're going to print this page twice. So I'm just going to I'm going to download it. And I'm going to download it again. I'm going to open these letters, and then that way so now that I can put that on the back burner, and now we can start working on making our dispute letters for our negative closed accounts. So I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so I just finished typing out our template that we're going to be using to dispute the negative accounts on your credit report. Again, I don't want to say template because template sounds like very generic, very cookie cutter. With here at my YouTube channel, I teach you how to write your own custom dispute letters. That way it doesn't sound completely the same as the other million of people trying to dispute items off their credit report. So again, the highlighted part is where you're going to delete, and you're going to customize it to your preference. So we're going to delete this. And then again, we're going to attack this. We're going to create a dispute letter that I'm going to be sending for Experian. So for Experian, I'm going to be copying and pasting all of this, okay? Everything that we created on our list. So you're going to put schools first and account number, and then just put here on the side inaccurate information. And then you're going to put Best Buy. You're going to put missing information, inaccurate information, and account number incorrect across other credit bureaus. And then discovery, date of last activity is questionable. Schools first is missing information. Oh my god. Alright guys, so I just finished writing the dispute letters I'm going to be sending down for Experian. Again, I copied and pasted all the information that we wrote down when we analyzed our credit reports. If you guys want to take a picture or screenshot so you guys can type this out on your computer, or if you guys would like to support the channel, there's going to be a link down in the description below where you can purchase these templates where it's basically all done. All you got to do is copy and paste to your own Google Doc. Again, you don't need to pause the video, but if you guys wanted to support the channel, by all means, I greatly would appreciate it. But again, you would have to do the same thing now, copy and paste this, and then do it for Equifax, and then do it for TransUnion. So I'm not gonna do it for Equifax and TransUnion because it's basically the same thing over and over and over. So but I will do it just to give you guys an idea of like how once you copy and paste it, how to if you guys are not familiar in how to use Google Docs, how you guys can do how you guys can create another letter but for the other credit bureaus. So what you need to do is now you have to download it. Actually, not yet. Let's finish out writing the other letters actually. Copy and paste it. Instead of putting Experian, now you're going to put Equifax. And then you're going to copy and paste this part. And now this part you're going to delete it. And then you're going to paste it. Okay? Boom, perfect. And now create a new page. Oh my bad. I have to copy it. Now we're going to do TransUnion. And now we're going to copy and paste everything and just delete the information that you have for Equifax. So we're going to paste that one. Discover Bank. And then what you want to do is you want to download them now. So now we have wrote down our first round dispute letters for the collection account and for all the negative accounts. I showed you guys. Now I'm going to show you guys how to put it all in a pretty package and exactly give you a visual demonstration of what you should have laid out. So step number 3 is going to be to print and organize everything. Once you have written it out, print them, download it, go to Staples or print them out on your home computer. The point is to print them out. Now step number 4, obviously you have to buy envelopes, stamps, and you have to mail them. So now this is how everything is going to look. Also guys, down in the description below, I'm also going to include this if you guys want to it's already a template dashboard that I used to use for my clients. I used to put their logins right here, the Experian and my FICO. I would put what round I'm in. I would put their credit scores. So I think it would be perfect if you guys, like for example, let's say today's July 8th, and let's say on Equifax your credit score is 625 and then 701 on Experian, and then on TransUnion it's, I don't know, 689. I think it's perfect if you guys are into wanting to track it and be a little bit more organized. If you guys are a little bit OCD like me, You guys want to track it. That way, in 30 days from today, when you guys pull your credit reports, you guys are going to be able to see if there was an increase or decrease, and you actually be able to see a bigger picture instead of trying to like remember or try to pull all of these files up in the screen. But again, I'm gonna put this template. It's 100% for free. The link is going to be down in the description below. Now, okay, we wrote everything, all of our letters, and again, also this is going to be down. Sorry, this is also going to be down in the link in the description below, again for free, just so you guys can have a little bit of a game plan organization. So this is how everything should look, right? You guys downloaded all your letters, right? And it should look like this. You should have one letter for TransUnion, one letter for Equifax, and one letter for Experian. You also would, I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but right here, you guys need to put a picture, make a photocopy of your ID, not your social, just your photo ID is enough. Before you used to do your social. You could if you want to, but honestly, I don't think you really need to. I haven't done it for any of my clients. I never have asked them for their social, and I just been able to get amazing results. But just make sure you make a photocopy of your driver's license or identification, and just mail it out with your dispute letters. Again, this is what you should have: one for Experian, one for Equifax, and one for TransUnion. On the letters, for the credit bureaus, you are going to have the list of all of the negative accounts. So here's Schools First, Discover, Best Buy. I'm not sure what else there was, but here's the list. And again, this is why we created a list of what accounts are being reported to what credit bureau, so we can send the appropriate PDF to them. Okay, so one envelope, 2 pages for TransUnion, 2 pages. One envelope for Equifax, 2 pages, one envelope for Experian. Now, I did not forget about the collection account, okay? So I created 2 different versions here. Let me put this down for a second. I'm gonna put this to the side. Now, let's say for example you have 5 collection accounts, 10 collection accounts. Honestly, I have seen it. It's nothing out of the ordinary for me. But, you know, I couldn't fit 10 or 5, or I could only fit 3 in this picture, but you guys get the point. If you guys have a collection account, remember the first letter we wrote in this video, you're going to have to print that out and then mail it to the collection agency, okay? That one does not go to the credit bureau. And in this one, you do not, I included the picture ID, but please, you do not need to actually, you don't need to. You should not send them your ID card at all. Like, they shouldn't have any of this personal information. They're not the credit bureaus. So again, please disregard the ID PDF. Just send them the letter of the collection account that you're disputing. So if you have 5, for example, let's say you have 3 collection accounts, and let's say this one is for LVNV funding, this is for medical collection, and this one is for the charter communication. So each one of them is going to go to have their each envelope. Okay, I hope I didn't lose you. But in this scenario, like how I was fixing her credit, she only has 1 collection account. Well, this is what since there's only 1 collection account, I'm only going to send 1 letter to that specific collection agency. I hope you guys found this information valuable. If there's anything that you think I missed, please drop them down in the comments below. Again, if you guys want me to do a version of this for Identity IQ because you're just like, my FICO is just too much for me, put it down in the comments, Identity IQ. All I need is like maybe 5 or 3 people to put that, and I will invest my time to create the video using the Identity IQ website. If you guys have any questions, something that I didn't touch base on, let me know. I will be updating this video in about 30 to 45 days on the round 2, so you guys can see how I'm gonna approach it. I'm gonna be honest, it's basically almost the same thing, but it's a little bit different. But I'm still gonna create it for all my visual learners, and for at least for me to have that peace of mind that I did create that video out there. I am going to be uploading a bunch of different videos too. If you guys found this helpful, if you guys are interested in learning more about credit tips, credit repair, just strategies, make sure you give this video a like, comment, subscribe, support the channel. Again, it's 100% for free to just subscribe to my channel and show some love. So if you guys found any value in the information that I gave you, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.